Come on over, it's time for Tim Friend.
Hey, welcome back to Tim Friend.
I feel like you fixed it after you looked at the...
Julia thinks that I'm a cheater when it comes to the countdown, which I think is a really dumb thing to cheat at.
And yet?
And yet she still thinks that I'm doing that. Yeah. I think that probably the reason is because she doesn't want me to be cool or correct.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. I think that's probably the only conceivable reason. Welcome back. It's me and Julia, friend, playing the Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem 6. The sixth one. That's what they call it.
Do they?
No.
That's what I thought.
They call it, we called it Binding Blade for a long time.
Oh, yeah?
We being the Fire Emblem community. Because, again, it had never been released in the United States. So we didn't know, like, its actual name until Fire Emblem Heroes came out.
Oh.
When they were, like, they threw in characters from Fire Emblem 6.
Yeah.
Like Wendy.
Like Wendy, Rip.
Who they were like, Gwendolyn. Her name is Gwendolyn.
Yeah.
And we were like, okay. I guess. Before she was just Wendy.
I had Gwendolyn.
I remember. She was a very common champion.
And then I also got a good Lucina pull.
You did get a good Lucina pull.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Back in the day. But anyway, so what is it actually called?
I think it's actually called the Sealed Sword.
Oh.
Yeah. And Fire Emblem 7 is called Blazing Blade. That's the Elliewood one.
Yeah.
So, you may or may not remember this, but a little bit ago, like before Three Houses, the most recent Fire Emblem game to come out was Fire Emblem Echoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is a remake.
Yeah.
So people...
Shadows of Valentia.
Shadows of Valentia. Or Valencia?
Valencia? Like the orange?
Valentia? I don't know.
Who could say? Who
can possibly say, except for a fully voice-acted Fire Emblem game?
I actually did want to play that a little bit, but it was mentioned that it was not perfect, or...
I mean, no Fire Emblem game is perfect. I still think you would have a good time.
I think I would. I should.
You should play it.
I should.
But you should also finish Three Houses.
God. My God.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I'm probably really close.
Yeah, I guarantee it.
Really?
I mean, I don't know.
Do you remember where I'm at? 'Cause I don't.
Not even a little bit do I remember where you were at. Anyway, Shadows of Valentia, Valente, was a remake. And people have a lot of affection for Fire Emblem 7 because, people in the United States Fire Emblem fandom have a lot of affection for Fire Emblem 7 because it was the first one released in America. Also have affection for this one because it's connected to Fire Emblem 7.
Right.
And it has the same art style, I guess.
Right, yeah. Same look.
So people were theorizing, like, what if they continued making Fire Emblem Echoes games? And what if they did one for Fire Emblem 6 and 7, combined them, like, into one big game? And the name that someone posited, I can't remember who, but it's stuck with me since that moment, was Fire Emblem Echoes, the blade that binds and blazes, or something like that.
Oh my God!
a blazing and binding blade.
That is great.
I love it so much.
I love that.
It's good. And it's just a goof from the internet.
Yeah.
You don't even have to be popular to make me laugh.
No, it doesn't. I mean...
We've talked about this, right?
We have talked about this. It does not take much to make you laugh.
No, it doesn't. We were even talking about it off mic a little bit ago. We were talking about...
Remind me, because I forgot.
I agree. When was that?
When was that?
And what were we talking about? We were talking about... I
cracked my knuckle.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Normally that's my job.
Oh, I'm sorry if you heard that. It was probably not
I
great
doubt
to
it was.
hear.
I doubt it was audible.
But anyway, okay.
So we've been together for a long time.
Yes.
You and I.
Yes.
And we're married now.
Yes.
Legally.
I like that we say that.
We're legally married now.
No one, like...
All the haters who are trying to say that we're not legally married.
Or, like, I love this idea that we, like, are, like, quote unquote, like, we're married, we swear.
We swear
and
we're
like,
married.
And it's like, what?
Yeah.
I mean,
we
yeah,
are.
we are. Anyway.
I mean, we are.
Yeah.
Legally married.
Yeah, like, totally.
We're super married.
Yeah.
But we've been together for a little over 11 years now.
Yes. Just a touch over 11 years.
Just a skosh over 11 years.
That's right.
And we sometimes get like the sort of flash of perspective of like 11 years ago we were dating.
Yeah.
And we were in high school.
Yeah.
And then we flash forward to now. And we're like, oh yeah, we gotta record a YouTube episode together. And it's weird. It's weird to think back on Tim of 11 years ago and Julia of 11 years ago.
Yeah.
And how we saw each other differently.
Yeah. Like, I've told you that I've had, like, moments where I'm like, I just have a moment where I just go back to that place, like 11 years ago.
Yeah.
And my perception of you, and then it just like whoop.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh Jesus, I had no idea.
Have we talked about like what you thought of me? Tell them about how cool you thought I was.
I was gonna say, I was like, is this just like an excuse to like?
I love hearing about how cool you thought I was.
Wow.
It's so awesome. I mean, hilarious.
I was.
Yeah. Yeah.
No. No, I thought Tim was very I was very intimidated by him, but I was
That's the
I was trying
word.
I was trying to get past that because I knew you would point it out.
It's funny though.
Anyway,
Intimidated.
I'm going to just keep saying nice things about you, but
for some reason.
But I mean, I was intimidated by older kids in general.
Sure.
For most of my childhood.
And I'm a year older than you.
Yeah, it was enough for me.
In high school, that matters more.
Yes, absolutely. It's definitely not something that I think of now.
No.
Once I got into college, it like didn't exist. But when I was younger, it was a really big deal.
When we're hanging out like with our friends, I forget that you are younger than some of them and that some of them are older than me.
Yeah, like I forget all the time that Preston is like, I think born in like
Don't say it.
Oh no.
Don't say any year.
Why not?
I don't know.
Are we not supposed to? Sorry, I just almost outed Preston.
Outed Preston's age.
But I think Preston's 2 years older than me.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and I'm 1 year older than you.
Right.
Preston, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, how dare you?
I'm like, have you really never mentioned how old you are?
I have kept it vague.
Really?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
I don't want people to know who I am unless they know who I am.
I guess, but age just seems like, I don't know.
They say it's nothing but a number, but I say it's nothing but a piece of information that an identity thief can use.
Okay, well, anyway.
I don't know. I'm just paranoid like that.
Okay, but God, what was I even saying?
So, I was older than you.
Older than me. You were part of the, like, you know, the established veteran theater kids. I was like,
because that's where we met. We met in high school theater.
That's right, and I was fairly new to theater when I was actually, that was my first musical when I met you in Ragtime. Oh shit, another piece of information.
I can't. Someone's gonna find out who specifically I am and then come and hunt me down.
I think so. Anyway, so yeah, so I was intimidated by Tim. He seemed very like aloof, very and very sharp and witty.
I was very pointy. A lot of sharp angles.
Yeah, he just looked very, like a porcupine.
Like a porcupine.
Like a porcupine. Yeah, so, and I remember, that idea, that sort of, like, image of you that I had, like, kind of prevailed until, this fall musical that we were in. That... Can I say it? Does it matter?
I don't know.
Hon. Anyway, the next musical, you know what I was talking about.
Yeah.
And it lasted like, it wasn't until a whole nother semester that I got to know Tim very well, because we were in a smaller ensemble musical.
Fuck.
Oh my god. Are you? Don't
I'm not
even
trying to do that. I'm just trying to get Kath some experience.
That's fair, but it's that fine line. We will eventually hit another arena, right?
Yeah, next level.
Woo! Is she gonna be okay?
No.
Really?
She's very likely going to die right now.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
Oh!
Oh shit! Oh shit. Oh my god!
Oh my
Oh
god!
my god!
Why did that Myrmidon run away?
That is so weird.
What AI override happened where that Myrmidon decided to book it? That Myrmidon could have killed Kath.
Wow. What were they? Are they? Oh,
What?
He was going to go heal?
Yeah, but he could have just, like, if they had just done it in a different order, they would have gotten healed. That dude had 1 billion elixirs. I'm already past him, though.
Wow.
I don't care.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Oh, Jesus
Woo!
Christ.
So, what were we talking about?
I was talking about my perception of you.
Your perception of me, about how cool I am.
And basically, the only. Yeah.
Was.
Yeah. And basically, when we were in that smaller ensemble, we got to know each other, and I remember very clearly still that I made you laugh. I don't know what I said. It was a joke.
It was a joke 11 years ago.
Yeah, and more than that actually.
Oh yeah.
And I made you laugh, and I remember thinking in that moment, wow, I actually made him laugh,
because of this perception of me as an aloof.
Yeah,
cool
and
guy.
very smart, very funny.
Fuck!
Oh my god. You were really scared. I was staring at the camera.
I'm so sorry,
I
hon.
cannot believe you wormed your way out of another.
I swear.
And she had just brushed. Oh my god.
My hands are on my eyes.
Yeah. He is he's bright red.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
It's not on purpose.
hon.
I promise it's not.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sure, babe. Anyway.
Well, I thought he was cool, and then I got to know him, and then he goes.
And now I'm like this.
And now I'm like this, and he kills really cute characters
She
that
is
I liked
cute.
very much, even though she would be a burden for you.
She would be a weight around my neck. But
and you have freed yourself once again.
wait to see what my punishment's gonna be.
Yeah, fucking. Who the fuck am I gonna dredge up?
Yeah.
From the depths.
It's Walt. Hooray! He's level 1.
Oh my god.
Alright, so, we're gonna wrap up this episode. But we just wanted to say that, here in the good old United States of America, we're going through a pretty, awful, time at the moment.
Yeah.
And, we just wanted to say that, while this channel is not gonna be like a fucking political rally in a can, we want to continue to promote empathy, and as such, we would like to say that we believe that Black Lives Matter.
That's right.
And we think that the current policing system is an institution of violence in its current form.
So defund them.
So defund them. And in the description of this video, we've included some links. We are white and white passing ourselves, so
That's right.
our particular takes are, I mean, we think it's important that we come out in support and anti-support of the things that we have just done.
Yeah.
But we are not the people to share and expound upon what we think the minority experience is, because of how much insane privilege we've had.
Yeah.
A privilege enough that we can do this.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that for anyone who is white passing, the time now is to support in any way you can, whether it is donating to we'll provide the links, but to various organizations that do different things, like the bill funds and things to help with the current situation, but also organizations that will help in the long term, because I think that's a really big that's important.
Yeah.
And
a couple of informative websites and or videos.
Absolutely. Educate yourself. That's really important. I think especially about white privilege, but also just listen to what Black people of color, what they are saying right now. Listen and let them speak, and think really hard about what you can do and how you can better yourself to, how
you can better yourself and how you can better other people.
Absolutely.
This is, don't worry, this is, you know what? No. We want to be and promote empathy, like I said.
Yeah.
And if this is uncomfortable for you, I'm sorry. We're going to continue to be nice and fun, but most importantly, empathetic.
Right.
On this channel.
And a lot of this is being able to get out of that comfort zone and really face these things that are not maybe comfortable to see or hear, but it doesn't matter.
Yep.
Because this has to change. It absolutely needs to change.
I agree.
But yeah, so donate, educate yourself, sign petitions.
And don't... sorry.
I was just trying to think of another thing.
Sign petitions. And don't let perfect be the enemy of good.
That's right.
Bye, everybody.
With him, friend.